Hello, Cherie Hanson here. Today we're having sun and cold. It's kind of a wake up. I went out to look for the mail and I was going like, whoa, because it was so brilliantly sharp waking you up. I want to thank you very much. I'm appreciating the number of views I'm getting on my YouTube channel videos and new subscribers clicking on all the time. And I welcome that because I really am dedicated to the goal of sharing the beautiful wisdom that I've gotten from my teachers and the places that I have been able to learn about how to adjust to live in a happier, calmer, more peaceful way. And I want to share that. One thing that I'm sure of right now, we're in a place where all the accumulated wisdom, all those who have gone before us, all of the great seers and the meditators, the Buddhists, the Hindus, the wonderful priests, shamans have all been on this path of finding meaning in life. And without meaning, without a sense of purpose, without a philosophy, without a moral compass, we suffer. We are like toddlers lost in a forest. We're just constantly grabbing and crying and not knowing what we're doing. And one of the things that dropped down for me today, which I think is so very important, is the concept that comparisons are odious. Comparisons are actually, if I can use the word, evil. I want you to think about an ant and a giraffe, okay? The ant has a colony and they know what is good and right and how to behave. And they look at a giraffe and they can only see a toenail, they can only see the feet. But the giraffe appears to them to be a grotesque formation of life. It's wrong. Eating, from this long neck, the tops of trees. Everything about the giraffe is wrong from the point of view of an ant. Now, if the giraffe is doing the comparison, he just looks at the ant and says, oh, you're trivial, you have no power, you're minuscule, you don't matter. And so what happens when we compare ourselves to someone else is we end up making one of us wrong. Always. That's the purpose of comparison. The purpose of comparison is ego-driven, totally ego-driven. So if I look at myself as if I were a gladiola and somebody, is a forget-me-not, then we're going to be looking at one another to say, you're wrong. And what it does is it keeps us in this mind prison, this hellscape of validation is coming from outside. I heard a beautiful speech by a coach one day who coached runners on a track. And he gave examples of when the runner had lost the race. When the runner loses the race is when they are no longer running their own lane, their own race. And he showed how a quick shoulder check to see what anybody else in that heat was doing would pull the athlete out of their own race, their own focus, their own now, their own sense of purpose, their own relationship with their own bodies and their spirits and their mind. And now they have lost the race. And we are trained to do this from the time we're very young children. I remember coming into my elementary school classroom, and we had, my teacher had put our names on these little cutout cardboard horses, and they were running a track. So here's the first thing you learn when you're being imprinted in school. It's survival of the fastest and the best. I found it really upsetting. I'm in grade 3 and I'm just like, what are you doing? Because now I'm focused on the fact that my horse can fall behind. That if I make a mistake in spelling, everybody in the classroom will see what a slow dolt you are and that you've got something wrong. And the person who is at the front of the race is also suffering because they're being told that they are somehow special, that they are somehow superior. Well, that's poison, living your life that way. So what I was thinking about today as I was ruminating, it's like going through an attic. What's in this trunk? Oh, look at this. This is a wedding gown, and here are pictures from 1700. And it's this whole concept of staying in your own life, keeping your thoughts on your own life, keeping your thoughts on, how is my body doing? Am I sleeping? Am I drinking enough water? Do I feel at peace? Am I grounding myself every day? And not asking, I do breath work. Oh, how much breath work do you do? Shall we compare our lung capacity and how much time we put into it? No, because that defeats the purpose. The purpose of spiritual practice, the purpose of stepping back and watching your own thoughts, is to allow yourself to be in the now. Whoever I am right now, however much I weigh, whatever my lung capacity is, just to be in the now and not be shoulder checking on everybody else's life to see if I'm okay. Because I am okay. I'm here. I'm right now. And I am loved by the universe. That's all we need to know. We don't need to know that somebody got a mole taken off of their left calf and maybe, they're now better than I am. I know it sounds ridiculous, but to me it seems ridiculous. Please do like and subscribe. I want to show you, this is the shirt I designed. It's called Controlled Environment, showing a person working on their computer. And that person is me. So like, subscribe, share the video. If there's somebody that you are seeing that is struggling with an issue I'm talking about, you can bap it over to them so they have a chance to listen and to learn. None of it comes from me. It comes through me because I have teachers, I have writers, I have thinkers, I have prophets that I learn from. And then I take that information and share it with you. I do coaching and psychic readings. I can do a reading with you if you want to lay out a contract with yourself, is what I call it. An agreement with yourself, not the person running next to you, not this person, not your neighbor, you, yourself, right now, who you are. And I don't need to be in a room with you to see and to hear from your guides what issues you need to deal with. So contact me, and I want to say that I am deeply appreciative of the people who are leaving the sweet comments. I was very touched this morning when I opened my YouTube channel, and such sweet, sweet, lovely comments. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.